So Abuto, while he weighs 520 pounds, is actually pretty easy to take care of. We've worked with him in a bunch of different ways to make sure that we can have really good veterinary care. We've got an awesome vet team that comes down and works with our lions pretty regularly. This helps to keep them used to seeing our vet team, plus it helps to take care of our lion. So Abuto is trained to do a bunch of different things that would help us take care of him. So he can show us his mouth on cue, and he'll show us all of his teeth so we can see if he needs to go to the dentist. We can actually check his paws for any cracks or see if he needs a nail trim. And then another thing we can do is take blood or voluntary blood pressures on him. You might wonder how we do that on a gigantic 520-pound cat. We have these cool little ports or doors all around our whole exhibit. So if you guys come to our relaxation room, there's two big, huge garage doors. And at the bottom of the garage doors, there's actually little sliding ports. And those ports are for their tail. It's a safe way for us to be able to take blood from him. There's two really cool veins that go down his tail, and we can take blood from those two veins in order to take really good care of him. Because he's so well trained with his blood draw behavior, we were able to do some work and figure out kind of what was going on. And so we've been monitoring him for a couple of years for a couple of different medical issues.
So that behavior right there is showing off his hip or his shoulder to Amy. So that's one of the ways, that's a husbandry behavior, one of the ways that we can give them an injection. So just like you and I, we need to get our yearly vaccine. Same thing with these guys to make sure they stay nice and healthy. He also has a really fun one where he will flip on his side and show off his paws. So hopefully he'll be able to do that one. He might not want to do it. We'll see. There he goes. So we put those back paws up on the mesh, his front paws slightly touching that mesh there. That's exactly what we're looking for, so we can get looks at all of the bottoms of his feet. He does get dry skin in the wintertime, so we've had to put lotion on his paw pads before. So that's something that we just monitor every time we do training with these guys or anytime we have interactions. Now again, she's going to ask for the where's your toy behavior. Now he's supposed to go over and find something fun in his exhibit. It looks like it's going to be that log. Now this one's really cool because he has to use his brain. So he is constantly thinking about what he's going to have to touch next, because this behavior, he can't touch the same toy twice. So he has to go find something completely different in his exhibit. Now, one of my favorite times when we were doing this behavior, he went over and touched a fly that was on the ground. So it was this really, really tiny fly that he thought would be really kind of fun to go over and touch. But there he goes. He's touching something completely different. He's gonna go all the way over there, looks like, to get that one. And you can just see how excited he is when Amy tells him that he did the right behavior. He runs on over with that, knowing look that he's gonna get a big reinforcer. He gets a nice handful of meat right there.
Abuto is one of my favorites because he's got such a great personality. He does a bunch of different things that make me laugh every day. A few of my favorites are that one, he likes to tell us about his day. So when we first get in the morning, he'll sit up against the mesh barrier and he'll rub on it and make all sorts of baby calls, just like greeting us and saying hi. And then at the end of the day, he does the same thing, but he kind of makes silly noises that tell us kind of like, it makes it feel like he's telling us about his day. So he'll just be like, rrr, 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 like this happened, and then that happened, and then this happened, and it's hilarious. So we really like that about him. I also really like that we've been working together for so long that we know each other. He knows my voice. And so I can be all the way at the top of the hill, and if he hears me laugh or something, he'll run all the way up to the front to make sure that he knows where I am and that I can see him. He's like, hey, I hear you up there.